Alright, first off, I want to say all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps. Brother Aaron from the James Jamaica camp. And basically just want to do a lesson. I'll call this Lord willing it's going to be a part of an ongoing series. Word training, right? And the first word training we're going to since it already in our spirit is the word elder, and maybe the main tool of this lesson will be through the Merriam-Webster dictionary. To me it's a very good dictionary, right? Also, as we were taught, the etymology is also a good dictionary, right? But mainly we're going to use the Merriam-Webster because it actually help with connecting synonyms and things like that, right? But from time to time I will be using the etymology online dictionary as well, right? So first we'll start from the scriptures. As you know, BLB, right? Look up the word elders in the Old Testament and in the New Testament, and we'll see where it goes from there. I hope they don't go too long, but as we go through, just select keywords, and Lord willing, this is edifying, right? Now, this are the word elders in. Let's start it at Deuteronomy, right? In Deuteronomy 5, Deuteronomy 19 verse 12, it says, Then the elders of his city shall send and fetch him thence, and deliver him to the hand of the avenger of blood, that he may die. So we just want to have a basic understanding of the word elders from the Old Testament, right? And it's from the Hebrew word zakwan, right? It said old of humans, elders, and the first thing right there and then, those having authority. Straight on to the point. And if you're going to the etymology, the word elder also are old, synonymous with experience, right? So it's not just basically of age or how long you've been, but the amount of experience, right? But we can say that the apostles and elders of Great Millstone have great experience, right? Yeah, that it from. You can check up the root of it, right? It says to be old, to become old, right? To grow old, show age, right? Now we'll look it up from the New Testament, right? Just a second. And we'll look it up from First Peter 5 verse 1. It states, The elders which are among you I exhort, who am also an elder and a witness of the sufferings of Hamashiach, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. Right? I will look up the word elders in this verse as well. Right? From the Greek presbyteros, if I pronounce it properly, and it says elder of age, the elder of two people advanced in life, an elder a senior, right? There again, the senior. Like you have freshmen, you have senior, yo. And the elders just like you have the senior citizens, right? But our elders are seniors in this, right? Also, they say forefathers. Now look at the second definition, a term of rank or office, right? It says members of a great council of the Sanhedrin, right? And it put in bracket because in early times the rulers of the people, judges, etc., were selected from elderly men, right? And if you look on it from a carnal level, right? The elders and apostles of Great Millstone, they're elderly men, right? So even on a carnal level, the elders them older, but more importantly, in spiritual levels, 30 plus years, come on, man, right? So they are men of authority and men of rank. them call the shots, right? So and it actually, as we're going to be doing a lesson based upon this already, say yo, it take a lot for be an elder, yo, as them expressing, right? Verse 2, it says, of those who in separate cities managed public affairs and administered justice. That's why through the Spirit, certain decrees, right, when they manage what? Manage public affairs. Them decrees here where the apostles and elders are saying, no, we think it about. Wait, why I think them can do that? Because them are elders. Them are manage the public affairs of Israel and mainly Great Millstone, you know? So them have a way how things get done, right? The public of Great Millstone them have a way how them administer certain things and say how certain things will go. And hence they make certain decree. And as we do our lesson previously, I mentioned that on every decree or everything that is said, you are gonna find an exact scripture fit or something like that. But through the Spirit, hey, it's on point, right? 2, among Christians, those who preside over the assemblies of the churches, right? So we're not Christians, but we're Hebrew Israelites. So back then, over the churches, you have men that preside over the assemblies, right? In the New Testament, the New Testament uses the term bishop, elders, and presbyteries interchangeably, right? So so we have two definitions from the BLB right there, right? So we can go ahead and go to the Merriam-Webster dictionary and just see some of the words that will get associated with elders or elder, right? The first one states Murad Alda, basically that words mean old, right? Now this full definition, if you go to the fourth point of the full definition, it says prior or superior in rank, office or validity, right? Prior or superior in rank, office or validity. I will look up this word validity, right? Fair, reasonable, acceptable according to law. That's why them say what? Men of good standing. So not only you have to have couple as the Apostle Tahar say 9 to 10 years, and El Gabar stated if up to him it to be 25 years, right? Not only you have to have the years back on, which basically come with the experience, but you have to be in good standing, right? Acceptable according to the law, right? The second definition says well grounded or justifiable, right? Being at once relevant and meaningful. Now this is what the third point says. Appropriate to the end in view, effective, right? The fourth one, of a taxon conforming to accepted principles of sound biological classification. But hey, cut off the last part and put conforming to accepted principles, which are these scriptures. Hey, that will show your validity. And look at the synonyms, yo. Right? As a matter of fact, you go down, it says in good health, having legal force, from Latin validus, in good health, robust, potent, right? Having legal authority, right? Going down the derivative of the base valer, to have strength, to be well. Synonyms: analytic or analytical, coherent. Hey, Elata tell us strategic, yo. When I'm sure when I explain how I'm deal with Alizé. Consequent, good, rational, reasonable, sensible, sound, logic, well-founded, well-grounded. Hey, what the word Gabar bring out to them? Listen, yo. You have to have what? Acumen, right? Look up this word well-founded, based on excellent reasoning, information, judgment, or grounds, right? And brothers can look up some of these words in them spare time, yo. Analytical, separating something that is into component parts or constituent elements, right? Dissecting this word of truth, and also having great judgment as it pertains to the scriptures. Now, going back, Salakia Akyom, well founded, validity, reasonable, rational, Salakia Akyom. Right? So we keep going down, and it says, second definition, it says, one having authority by virtue of age and experience. See that right there? Right? We read it again. One having authority by virtue also means power, of age and experience. The elders and apostles have great authority. They get this authority because they what? They have the virtue of age and experience. And we'll look up this word virtue. Right? Conformity to a standard of right or morality. Right? Look up this word morality. Beliefs of what is right behavior and what is wrong behavior. Right? The degree of which something is right or good, the moral goodness or badness of something. Right? That's why them can make out these decrees, because them have the virtue of the scriptures to the amount of time with them in this truth, 30 plus years, plus the experience with them gain throughout having of being in this truth. Right? Moral discourse, statement or lesson. Right? Doctrine or system of moral conduct. Right? So, them being of the authority figure in affairs of Israel, they will tell you what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. What is the good conduct of a man of the Lord? They have zeal, right? At first, him say what 3 videos a week. Now we say 3 videos a day, right? Basically push out this word, right? I think that was it on that. Virtue, you can't say, that's at the point on that, right? It says, the second one says, a particular moral essence, beneficial quality or power of a thing, manly strength or courage. This is virtue, So them get them virtue, them power, them manly strength and courage from the scriptures, and then basically play it out, right? So we look up this word valor right here. It says strength of spirit, strength of mind or spirit that enables a person to encounter danger with firmness or personal bravery, courage, bravery, and through the spirit of righteousness. This is what the elders and apostles exert you. That's why they're not afraid to carry out judgment. They're not afraid to make them decree them, because all that get done through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right? Merit, right? Reward or punishment due, right? Quality of Salakia, good quality or feature that deserves to be praised, right? That's why we give them double honors, yo. In the quality of being good, important, or useful, value of worth. We see how them be useful in the building up of the house of Israel, right? Based upon the merit, based upon the qualities where them portray, the qualities what we see within them character or them conduct themselves. See that D, right? Character or conduct deserving reward, honor, or esteem. Spiritual credit held to be earned by performance of righteous acts and to ensure future benefits. Simply, to the point. As the apostles say, professions are in words, right? Try to go back. Potency, force or power, having the power of having influence or someone, the strength or effectiveness of something, and where the apostles and elders potency come from, yo. The spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, them experience and them valor and them virtue with them gain throughout the scriptures. Right? Chastity, right? This quality or state of being chaste, restraint, personal. Hey, see the second definition, personal integrity, yo. Modesty, right? Pure in thought and act, modest, right? This word modest, placing a moderate estimate on one's abilities or worth, right? Unpretentious, basically just being pure, yo. Neither bold nor self-assertive, tending towards diffidence. Well, we're bold in the scriptures, right? It says a rising form or characteristic of a modest nature. Basically, I am decent, right? Observing the priorities of dress and behavior. Basically, being modest is, you know, if you prioritize, you know what fly and what doesn't fly, right? Clean, spotless. Hey, earlier when I looked for one definition, where there's a virility, right? And if me not find it, if as me I go through, cause me almost finished, if me not see it, me just bring out that word as well, right? See it here, right? It says when you go down, this is the word virtue, right? Strength, manliness, virile, right? Having or suggesting qualities, right, that are associated with men and that are usually considered attractive in men. So if you have virtue, you have to be virile, you have to be manly, right? Having traditionally masculine traits, especially to a marked degree, right? First, before you can be a man, you have to be a man of the Lord, yo. Hence, you have to follow these scriptures to the best of your ability, right? Characteristics are associated with men, masculine, energetic, vigorous, forceful, right? Masculine, look up the word masculine, relating or suited to men or boys, right? Hey, brothers can go through these words on them own still, but you know, just want to help send home the fun. This is just a word, as the title suggests. It's basically a word train, you know. It's a word train, right? So going back to elder, right? The definition I was reading was the third definition. It says one having authority by virtue of age and experience, right? We should already go through most of that in the previous videos, right? Hey, just lead us, right? See an example, right? Although it reference to Mormon, but it says the Melchizedek priesthood, right? To be a priest, and this word presbytery, presbyter, right, is come from the Greek word what we bring out earlier, right? Elder, right? A member. The second definition states a member of the order of priests in churches having episcopal hierarchies that include bishops, priests, and deacons, right? Look up this word. It says basically having or constituting of government by a bishop. So basically, if you have a government here, right? That are the this whole thing of being an elder, yo. You govern things, and hey, you always gonna have more rulers than subjects, yo. That is the fact of life. So hey, it all depends on what the Lord deem a lot for be. It's like a accumulate touch kind of problem. Okay, so hey, I guess that's at the point where they don't want to beat at the door. So with that, we want to say all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai, the honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, shalom.